Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mostly Walking, where we are doing mostly accidental puzzle solving, where apparently, if you do whatever you want in any order, just come back here and you'll get what you need. Boom! So I think we're going to do the intuitive thing, which is to grab this milkweed, plug it into a baby!
Alexander takes... Apparently.
Alright, the dog's mad. Whew.
Walk past the dog tree, grab the milkweed, plug it into the baby, and harvest the tears into the teacup.
Oh wait, let me look at this egg we got first, because we're just holding on to an egg. It's between our knife, our feather, and our outfit that another woman used to wear her whole life and gave us.
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
Don't we all, though?
Wait, hold on, I want to use this.
Alexander is careful in handling the
eat
spoiled
it?
egg. That shell looks ready to burst.
That shell looks ready to quack.
So what are the gases that come out of a spoiled egg?
I wonder if it's actually like sulfur. If it's brimstone inside of the egg, because anything goes when you get later in a King's Quest game.
Alexander cracks open the spoiled egg to see what's inside.
Did you save? Yeah, you did.
Phew. Smells like sulfur.
The egg, shell and all, disintegrates into a cloud of evil-smelling gas which floats away. Oh well, what possible use could Alexander have found for a spoiled egg?
You're totally boned. That was the narrator being like, "You're welcome, you're done." Wonder what use that could have had in another screen.
Alright, well, okay. Well, alright. I mean, I guess. Let me just repeat this again. Let me take this. I don't know what the dog barking means. Whether I should just hit the dog or something.
I think you're supposed to give him the stick in the mud.
Do not hit a dog, Sean.
Even if it is a tree.
I'm sorry, in this game, sometimes that will cause it to produce, I don't know, maybe a teapot. Maybe he will literally vomit out a teapot, and the narrator will go, "No wonder that dog was a little grumbly. He must have had a whole teapot in his throat for so long." Alexander keeps the teapot, wondering if it would be useful for incantations later. And I'm like, okay.
Oh god.
A mixture of subtle and not subtle at all. Alright, we're gonna plug the baby.
Alexander
baby.
gives one of the baby's tears. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
Alright, here we go. There it comes.
Why would Alexander want to put tears in a teacup?
Oh,
Come on.
no! What about a lamp?
Is there
Really?
somebody?
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
Really?
What?
Are you kidding me? What?
I thought we tried that already.
It did it! Alright, oh, this...
Okay, we've definitely tried to collect other liquids in that lamp.
Wait,
before
hold
and
on,
said
hold
no.
on. I'm so confused because the hunter's lamp does kind of look like a teapot.
It looks a little bit like
That's
a teapot.
fine, like whatever. But then why do we have a teacup?
I
Like,
don't
what the
know.
hell is that for?
I don't know. Now,
Are we gonna have to pour someone a teacup full of baby's tears and just serve it to them and just watch them drink it?
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me look at
That
this.
sounds like deep magic.
I
Alexander
really
is
don't
carrying an
understand.
old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp contains baby's tears.
The sentence that was first spoken in King's Quest 6. Okay, wait, let me go use our spell book on ourselves and just read.
So insane.
Okay.
We need falling water, right? Falling water and
Oh,
something
shit.
else.
So let me use the book on myself. Let me flip the page. First mix salt and sacred waters in a teapot, then add falling water. Speak incantation over teapot to enchant.
We can do all of that, I think.
Okay, yeah, let's just...
We need falling water, right?
Okay, let me just save it really fast.
Is there a waterfall? That we
There's a fountain,
Fountain?
on the. the Beasts Isle. Isle of Beasts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm about to use the vial on the teapot.
Alexander
Boom!
pours the
Give me
contents
those
of the orifice
glittery
vial
noises.
into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial,
Sean,
now
it's gonna
empty of
turn
its
out
sacred
that
fluid,
that was not a
disintegrates.
teapot. Like, it's just not gonna work.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Let me hear it one more time.
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp contains sacred water and baby's tears.
Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Swamp ooze in a cup.
Oh, seriously? Oh, okay.
Nice pull, dude.
Alright, here we go. I was just thinking about if
swamp ooze in a cup.
I was thinking, well, if there's anything we don't need, we're probably just gonna go up to that top left area, and then I was like, wait a minute.
What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I
We
was
tried to
just
talk
getting
to him,
some
like, a
swamp
lot.
ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp muck!
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
Oh no!
Oh, did you see that?
Wait, no, let me. I guess I'm gonna talk to him now.
Perhaps you could toss me some swamp ooze, since you seem to be able to recognize it. I can only reach this bit by the path.
Well,
Because I refuse to go
look
any
who's
further.
Mr. Wants so much. You think I got a job here passing around precious swamp matter? You should be so lucky.
He's an utter waste of oxygen. I'd save my breath if I were you.
Well, let me talk to the bump in the.
Who are you?
I'm Bump on a Log, and that's my brother, Stick in the Mud. We've had this thing about each other ever since our childhood. Mom always liked me best.
She did not! That is absolutely not true!
He's a bit lazy, you see. He's got the only swamp ooze in the swamp right next to him. But do you think he'd move a finger to help you get some? Hardly. He'd try to brain you with it more than likely. His temper's about the only thing that ever gets a workout, and that on yours truly.
Oh, like you've moved at all in the last century! Like you're Mr. Physical Activity!
Just because I can't reach anything, he thinks he can throw gushy swamp matter at me and just say whatever he likes. If only I could turn the tables on that heckler, he might learn some respect. But as you can see, I'm a mere bump on a log, and must be content with my lot.
P.S. I'm a bump on a log.
Oh, shut up! You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn even if you had something to throw! Just shut up!
You see how he is?
By the way, I'm a bump on a log.
This is unnecessary conversation, Island.
So it hasn't. The screeching is still there, but I'm gonna keep talking and see if they'll tell me to do something.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to make peace between you two?
He was
are
saying that he
brothers,
could, like,
after
he
all.
would throw.
He needs
Swamp
a good
ooze
thrashing,
at you
I
or something.
expect.
I don't know.
However, since you cannot go into the swamp, nor can I fight back, he will simply have to be born. Such is the life of a bump on a log.
Why can't you go into the swamp?
Wait, look, I don't know.
But really,
You're gonna die.
Never! I got your swamp ooze right next to me, and that's where it's gonna stay! This swamp ooze is mine! Period.
Okay, well, the other object that we collected right here was the tomato.
That's
Tomato.
true. That was like right here.
perhaps I can help you out by
Ooh.
throwing a rotten tomato at Stick in the Mud for you.
Perhaps I can help you
Really?
out.
I appreciate the gesture, but the swamp is broader than it looks. Only a native like myself would be able to hit him from here.
What?
Well, then give it to him.
I
What?
thought this might come
He's
in
got
handy the
arms?
next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey,
did you get
hey!
arms
What are you
from?
doing there? Watch the pulp, would you? me! Remember all I've given you!
The only thing you've ever given me is
Wait,
mud.
is this gonna kill
Take
him?
this.
Is this like...
No!
This is like-
Not into the
Oh my god.
swamp!
What have we done? What have we done? Oh my god. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh shit. I can't. We gave him.
Oh.
Jesus. Jesus.
Hey, okay. I give up.
This is like the
Jeez,
coolest scene
sorry.
from
It's like
Godfather.
Cain and Abel with Gilbert
Well,
Gottfried's
I
all
guess it's not
around.
very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
You mean it? Really? Brother.
Brother!
Stick in the mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
Are you... What?
Everyone just fell asleep. The end.
No longer narratively convenient. Everybody just falls asleep.
Yeah, it's just. And at that point in time, everyone in Hogwarts just was asleep, so Harry could do what he needed without. No, an invisible cloak probably makes more sense. Probably makes more sense than everyone being asleep. Well, let me go ahead and take this ooze.
If Alexander tried to pick up
Secret of
the
the ooze.
swamp ooze with his hands, it would
Put it-
only
put
slip
it
through
in
his
the cup.
fingers.
Oh, it told us something.
Yeah.
There's no reason to put.
Yeah, there is. It has to go in the cup.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
You did it.
Oh my god. So to recap, we just saw a teapot. We walked to some milkweed. And then we got milk, we jammed it in a baby and put the tears in a lamp. And then went to go collect some of the swamp. And then suddenly two inanimate objects began arguing and we decided to just give one of them, like, basically a gun. Like, well, you guys fight a lot. Would this gun help? And the guy was like, yeah, I need the gun! And we just stood away until they fell asleep.
I feel like fell asleep is a euphemism now. I feel like Alexander's, like, shipwrecked, stress-torn mind has manufactured a little fantasy because he can't deal with the reality of what he just did.
I mean, Bill, what's your take? What's your analysis of what Alexander is?
I'm gonna go back to the Cain and Abel myth because the
Of
whole
course.
fighting brothers thing. And as you probably know, Cain was the first murderer. He killed Abel with a rock.
Alex?
So in this case, it's a rotten tomato.
That would be amazing. And of course, as was written in the Bible, Cain and Abel were known as bump on a log and stick on the mud. And, you know, a few verses after their names were introduced, as was written in the Bible, they just wanted to remind you that Cain's name was Bump on a Log. Did you get that? It was Bump
Yeah.
on a Log.
Sorry, was it bump on a log? Is that what
It
you
was,
said?
I believe it was Bump on a Log. So
I think it was. That's actually what it means in the original
Alexander.
Aramaic.
yeah, Cain, Abel, and Aramaic is Bump on a Log and stick in a mud. And Rock is actually rotten to what the?
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Dude,
See that?
Sean!
The man just appeared from nowhere.
I think you screwed that up.
Perhaps he
You
was
can
sent
get
by
the
the
falling
spirits.
water.
I see
didn't
no
save.
boat.
I didn't save.
He is an intruder. No
You have
matter
to
how
do
you
the
got
whole
here.
bump on a log
Grab
thing?
him.
You're kidding me. You were kidding.
Oh, for...
Shoot.
Not again.
Is there a way
Look,
we can
I'll
not do
leave.
that?
It's no problem.
I think not. Let's
Not-
go.
Wait, we don't have the water. Oh no!
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him.
Oh
Robed figures are
shit!
gathered around a boat.
We found it.
Uh-oh.
This must...
Wait!
There's a...
Alexander
Oh shit! Oh no! Like this part 5 has been so epic. Like it's nothing but us
starts to
going,
feel a little
what? And now I just have to sit here and die.
the bottom of
No!
I can't
Look
do
at that
anything.
face.
Alexander passes out from the heat before the first tongues of flame ignite the wicker.
Man, that reminds me of when I was playing The Last of Us.
tickets up.
Next.
Feeling hot and sweaty? Try a shower.
Try a shower. That's just a little gamer tip.
Wait, oh wait, I gotta walk back up here.
How far back are we? Do we have
No,
the?
I gotta do all
baby
this
steers?
again. I gotta put
Do we have the teacup?
Yeah, I
We
gotta
have
do
the
this.
egg.
Yeah, let me.
Okay.
So, you were talking about The Last of Us, Bill, while this is doing its thing?
I was just joking. I was just joshing with
Who are
you.
you?
Really, it's stuff like this. This right here is the content that really drives Amazon's purchase of
There's no reason to
Twitch.
leave that.
Oh,
lying
that's
about
right,
on a
Amazon.
log.
That did happen.
What?
There's no reason to leave that lying about on a log.
Yeah, there is.
You got to talk to him more, I
The
think.
swamp gurgle.
Perhaps he's.
The swamp.
Is there?
This.
Did you try to take swamp water in your teacup?
Yeah,
I
I
thought-
had to just spam
All right,
talk.
there we go.
Yeah, so Amazon has just purchased Twitch, so we're actually all now available for Amazon Prime members. You can just order us at any point.
We'll
Yeah.
show up at your door.
We'll be there in
Amazon
under
Prime.
2 days.
Brother.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, we gotta endure this noise a little bit more. Let's.
All right.
Alexander.
Alexander.
It's nice that you were able to kind of speed through that.
No, this is well done. Save. Okay, so
Yay!
what we
Go
need.
to the other island now. Go to
Yeah.
the Isle
That
of the
would-
Beast.
Alex.
Yeah, and then we gotta. This is the only
Alexander.
place with flowing water that I know of. Okay. Okay, let's hope that we don't encounter anything brand new.
Yeah. It's my favorite kind of motions.
Alright, let's go in here.
Alright. Didn't die. Didn't die.
Okay, and
The lamp is not ready for the fountain water.
Did you put the eye in it?
oh wait.
Yeah, he. Oh.
Oh, I didn't.
Alexander
I didn't. Here it comes.
Alexander pours the contents of the
Get in there.
I love that
bowl
sound.
into the hunter's lamp with the baby's
Oh.
tears. The vial, now empty of
I
its
can't
sacred
hear.
fluid,
I can't hear
is
anything he's saying.
It doesn't matter, Sean. It's not important.
Alright, here it comes.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Boom.
Well, it's kind of nice that it didn't let you totally screw that up. Right? I mean, like,
Yeah, I thought you'd have to cast it on the flowing water in the particular scene.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
oh.
No, go to your book. Go to your book.
Go to the book.
All right, let's cast it. Okay. Speak incantation over teapot to enchant. Are you ready?
But wait,
Yes.
wait, but don't we have to
Let's
make it? We need to make it rain in probably the right place, right?
Wait, no,
Well,
it needs
because
to
we
be
have to heat it.
to boiling to activate.
You know how that's gonna happen.
So when our body is
Oh.
at boiling temperature and we're still alive, but our pot is boiling, that's when they'll finally turn it off so we can go back to just being a cool 96 degrees.
It's Alexander's
Alexander
final
prepares to
sacrifice.
enchant
Oh
the
my
hunter's
God.
lamp with the make rain spell incantation.
Oh, we didn't say before we did
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light. Come and sup with me tonight. Waters
Wait,
three
what?
have I for tea. Brew a tempest now for me.
Woo, 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 woo.
this. Is he applying conditioner?
No, that's his cologne cloud.
The lamp in Alexander's
make sure
hand
you
gives a
apply
little
enough.
purr. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Alexander is holding an erect teapot.
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp.
I can't hear anything. Let me get out of here. Alright, so let's save. God, I magicked hard, man. Oh no! No, not the pulling of the
Walk into
undertow.
the ocean?
Yeah, I very nearly just killed everybody. No. Alright, come here, Alexander.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
He whips that magic mat out. Magic map. Sorry, guys, been drinking a lot of water. I'm totally gone. Okay, let's go to the island. All right, is it gonna happen? Okay, look, Sean, we're gonna go to the island. What's gonna happen?
Alright.
What's your thought?
I think. Well, okay. Based on the fact that people were on the shore waiting for us last time, I don't know why. I think they're gonna be there again.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take us to the cage. We're gonna pass out from heat, and then it's gonna start to rain, and they're gonna worship us as gods.
Good plan.
Okay, Bill, what's your belief on what's gonna happen?
Well, I think it's really a question of whether the water's going to boil before all of our organs fail.
I feel like I saw the Silent Hill movie. This does not go well.
Oh god.
I haven't seen that movie, so I'm assuming you just made an
Alexander feels a
extraordinarily
strange pulling sense.
appropriate reference to a convoluted plot point.
It climaxes with a woman being
Great
suspended
God.
over a
Did you
giant
see
fire,
that?
and
The man
then
just
she
appeared
burns to
from
death, and it's
nowhere.
horrific.
Wow.
Perhaps he was sent by the
Yeah.
spirit.
And her
Yeah.
teapot was
no
just
boat.
simmering too. That's the
I know.
craziest
yeah.
part.
Fucking
No matter
boil.
how he got
That's the
here,
thing.
grab him.
It was just al dente.
Grab him.
Grab him again.
I don't understand.
Alexander's
I'll
like,
leave,
okay,
it's no
I wish you
problem."
wouldn't.
All right. Okay. All right, 50-50. I'm going
Alexander is
50-50.
frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire.
Come
Some
on.
mystical ceremony is taking place.
It's gotta
But
do
as
it.
to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Oh, Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
Nice.
Oh.
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How
look at the
appropriate that he should
expression.
come
Is this
during our
different
rain
dialogue, isn't
festival.
it?
Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Is this?
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Him serve.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage.
Ooh. Oh baby.
Wicker, wicker, wicker.
Wicker.
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
That's one way to swing
Alexander
out.
starts to feel a little warm.
Ooh.
Now I can't do anything right
Face.
now.
Dude, look at
Bottom
that
of the cage
discomfort.
is getting
written on
uncomfortably hot.
Low
This
res.
cage is really hot. Fire in
now.
the cage.
Fire in
Alexander
the
pulls
cage.
out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames.
Oh shit!
The
Wait,
flame
what?
is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long.
Now we can, what?
What?
Sean,
I can't do anything. I don't even have mouse
Heat and
cursor.
movement must have jarred
did
something.
you save before this?
Yeah.
Save, right? You saved on the
Something
other.
that Alexander's
'cause now we can't
carrying
get
is
into the
starting to
castle
jiggle
anymore.
around.
Why did I just
Jiggling
burn
around?
it? I just fucking
Eat
burned
gad,
the dress.
something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is
Look at those
hot.
eyes.
It's just about boiling. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
Why did we just burn the fucking dress? Why do we do?
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down.
Okay. Okay, so I'm later.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree.
were a nature wizard.
Besides, Wazir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant.
No!
I assure you, I mean to harm no one.
No!
Unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to
Okay,
have disrupted
Alexander,
your
when
ceremony,
somebody says,
but I'm
"Are
running
you
out
the
of time.
person we're supposed to kill?"
Like, I am precisely the guy you need to
The
kill.
oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of two souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
free souls in the realm of the dead. You're
I hear
mad.
things.
The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
Well, strictly speaking, they're not free souls. They're buy one, get one.
Getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess.
There's a mail-in rebate.
Mail-in rebate
I will tell you
souls.
what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past.
But they're
The
backed up
knowledge
by
of how
about
to do
6
this
years.
was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it. A young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants.
Had power and
Those
toughness equal to the
unfortunate
number of
here
swamps you
are
control.
glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned.
That sounds like such
there was a means
an
for
amazingly
challenge,
interesting
it was
story that we
lost
could have played as a game.
night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
That is a blacker matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain, lord of coldness and despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless. Robbed
Mateless.
of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship.
So his name is Rob.
It is said that he hates all mortals, even for the mortality that he lost.
This is so much information.
This is
Interesting.
no, it's not, Sean.
I
It's
shall
only a
remember.
little bit of information. It's so
Now,
much dialogue.
Look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill.
You'll also need
May
peppermint.
your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Jesus, that like they told us so much, but holy shit!
Look how that druid walks, man.
He punch walks. He's a punch walker. Alright,
He's a
let me-
punch walker!
Oh no! Look out! I'm a powerful nature wizard. I think there's a word. For...
with all these druids and their punch walking? Sorry. Stupid.
Let me. I love this.
The embers from the bonfire are still smoldering despite the rain.
Let's just take it.
Alexander has already had enough close contact with that fire.
Yeah.
Alexander wants nothing more
Wait,
to
what are
do
we
with that
supposed to
wicker
put-
cage.
What are we supposed to put it in? Does the spell say what we're supposed to put it in?
Put what in?
Don't we need an ember? Or
A
something?
skull. We need a
Nothing
skull.
to do with the fire.
We gotta go to sticks,
Oh, a
man.
skull. We need a skull.
We need some skulls and stuff.
So we need to get a skull.
There's a skull right there.
Let's take that skull.
Druids,
Right there. It's got
exhausted
Christmas
after
ornaments
the
on it.
bonfire,
The same as the
Alexander can think of
same
less
as the one in the
desirable things to carry
the
around
Minotaur's
than an
cavern.
added skull.
It's true. There's a
Wait,
thing
many.
about skulls with Christmas ornaments.
Wait, let's listen to exactly what he fucking says here, and try not to get mad. Okay, let's just listen to exactly what Alec fucking Xander says when he sees a fucking skull. When he sees a skull. When hold on, let me just open up our magical booklet and just note that on the second page of the book, third page of the book, whatever it is. Okay, look at this. A skull full of hot oak embers. A skull full. To which Alexander says,
Alexander can think of less desirable things to carry around than that animal skull, but not many. he decides to leave it alone.
Why would you fucking do that? You just... Alexander!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
I don't understand.
boy.
There's a book that's like, you need a skull, and he's looking at the book, and he's looking at the skull, he's looking at the book, he's looking at the skull, and he goes, I don't need a skull.
Why would I?
I can think of few things less desirable than a skull. Like, he's a little shitty about it, too. He's not like, the skull is too heavy for Alexander to hold. It's like, hey, idiot, controlling Alexander, you want a skull? That is stupid. I'm like, you told me I needed a skull. It's in your book. You need it full of, like, milk and fireflies or whatever it is. I just got done talking to a bump in a log, a bump in a log, a bump in a log. And now you tell me I need a skull, and here's a skull, and I can't get the skull because my character's an ass to me. I don't understand, man. Shit.
Not the right skull.
Ugh,
You'll know it when you see it.
Wait, why would you say that to me?
Alexander can think of less desirable things to carry around than that animal skull, but not many. He decides to leave it alone.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go to Styx.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and... You know what? Can I overwrite the save?
Sure, I don't know.
Wait. Okay, so...
Right as you said, Bill said sure, and then I hit save, and Sean, you went, wait. So I want you to know that
No, I think that's good. I think we should do it. We just put ourselves on the long path towards the end, which is the better ending of the game, but we can no longer get into the castle the way that we were trying to get into the castle
Alexander
before.
pulls...
No, I mean, I understood that because just mysteriously he looked at his collection of things, including the spell teapot that says needs to be boiled, and he was like, I'll use a dress made of cotton against a fire right before I don't pick up the skull. Wait, we need to go back to the Isle of the Mists, I guess, because, you know, he's supposed to help us into Styx, right?
Well,
Sometimes
okay, so...
I think Alexander doesn't even want to solve this
The way
game.
north is blocked
Complete
by
this
impenetrable forest.
There's we're gonna. He told this whole story about a nightmare that eats noxious plants.
Which is probably...
The druid.
So if we go to the Isle of the Sacred bullshit, then the nightmare is probably up there right now, just like noshing some noxious
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you right now, this is gonna be super fucking annoying. There's stuff that we need in the labyrinth to
How
do
do you
this.
know all this? It's like you're
It's as though I had outside information.
yeah. Where's this coming
Where
from?
where did you gather this outside information? We're actually going to
Well, I
create a
can tell
committee and investigate this.
Yeah.
I can tell you
Alexander.
for absolute certain that to get into Hades, you're gonna need 2 coins.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
sure,
That's
for
like a
the
whole
boatman.
deal, right? Like I mean, and I'm also pretty sure that we get a skull in the labyrinth. And I bet you I could look up where they are because I do not want to wander around that labyrinth.
Do it
forever.
right
Alexander
now.
feels a
Do
str-
it. Look.
And
Here we go.
Sean B is just running a bot right now.
All right, Bill. Now here is high time for you and I to have like a nice chat because what Sean's going to be doing is Sean's going to be
Alexander.
just doing his best to Google the way through this. We're going to go to the
Gotcha.
Isle of the Sacred Mountain. It's going to take me a while to get up there.
Alexander.
Yeah, how many episodes have we done so far of this
This
show?
is our 5th Monday.
5th?
We will not be doing a show next Monday as it is Labor Day.
Oh.
And Sean is out of town doing something that I think involves the
We're
real
going home to
world.
Colorado.
Someplace
Nice.
other than the Green Isles.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up in mountains, not non-copyright mountains.
Are we doing a show on Tuesday?
Oh my god, he's not even trying!
We called it.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
I mean, there's no reason. There's literally no reason for that horse
Alexander has no...
Now,
It's almost as...
Alexander has...
It's like this is Alexander's dream, and he's just willing this all to exist.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
to be... No, okay, wait, Sean, you gotta go in the other door.
No, he says there's no reason to do
There's
it.
no reason to manipulate the
Can you
There's
walk
no
out?
reason to manipulate the east exit. Just
Oh, just walk through it.
To manipulate the east exit?
There's
That's
no
what I tend to
reason.
do, if you know what I mean. That's my special move.
There's no reason to use your finger on the eastern cavity. I'm just getting increasingly not subtle every single Now,
That's the trick.
Here's the thing.
Sean.
Yeah.
Okay, no. If you have something to say, say it.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that we were originally going to go through here and scour it for additional items. So, in the interest of doing that, Sean's just going to tell us where those items are. We were originally planning on doing this, but it is just not that interesting to excruciatingly step through what we want to do.
Super
Just
annoying.
for honor's sake on air, please know that we are honorable people.
It's true.
We got the word from Amazon, and just they really want us to punch it up. So
Yeah, actually, the Twitch deal doesn't go through if we don't collect all these items in like 5 minutes.
it's really we
says
didn't want
it
to
here on
mention
my
it,
watch.
but yeah.
Okay, up, right, up.
God, you sound so fucking cheatery. You're not even like trying to be like. So it turns out you're just like up, right, A, B, start, and I'm like, done. We're invincible. Touch of the nightmare. Up. Wait,
Right.
Right.
Right
That's
again.
correct.
I didn't
And then
save.
Up. You should probably save at some point.
Save it in the dungeon.
I put a lot of rum in this rum and coke. Wow.
Well, I mean, it was like 12 metric liters, so.
Oh no, shit.
Alexander doesn't want to disturb that skeleton. He seems to have all his bones intact. And
Is this
it'd be
like a
shame to
weird
break
moral
up the
thing for
set.
him? Alex.
Alexander feeds the cup of swamp ooze to the skeleton on the ground. Like, what? What is he doing?
I took a mint.
I took a mint. The skeleton doesn't look thirsty any longer, but doesn't seem to mind that Alexander took the mint. Let me just pick this.
Alexander picks up the skull.
Why does he pick up that skull?
So he has
We
to find
had
an
another
incomplete,
skull.
human skeleton.
Wait, no, there was this another skull like 10 minutes ago. We made fun of me for trying to pick this skull up. Ah, shit. What is going on? I don't understand. What's so bad about the animal skull?
Oh god.
Alexander
Okay, all right.
doesn't want to disturb that skeleton.
He just picked up the head of a skeleton.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Good job. Good job.
Alexander
Okay, down, left,
Shit. Go through the... Manipulate the exit.
left,
Alright.
up.
God.
Can you go up again?
No.
Nope.
Okay, save.
Things are changing.
Hold on, the game's choking. My emulator's too accurate. It's actually behaving like a real 386.
Left. Okay,
Oh, God
up,
damn it.
up rows, yeah.
Yeah,
Diagonal
then we
down
go.
rows.
Yeah, I remember this thing.
Wait, can't we just go back the way we came out? Or no, wait, Sean's taking us somewhere else.
Alright, there we go. God, I remember that so good. Boom.
Up. Up.
Okay.
Just all the way up. Up forever.
Well, guys, that's our show. It's mostly up. Alright.
Keep going up.
I'm doing it.
Left. Left.
How
Alright.
the hell are you supposed to... Well, so how would you do this if you weren't cheating?
You would have to literally explore the entire labyrinth.
Wait, but
it's...
You would map it out on paper.
don't we already have a
Oh.
map?
I have a map of like where the pits are, although it's really like it's not super clear. Like we died a couple times before I figured it out, and I would probably die a few more times.
Alexander finds 2 coins on the
Even if I
skeleton's
had it?
eyes. He takes the old coins.
Dude,
Alright.
Alexander, what are you doing? You just
Alright, is
don't
this
even
it?
understand. what isn't is not like an atrocity to you, man. You took some coins off of the
That is
skeleton.
awful.
You took a skull like 5 minutes ago. You see these 2 coins, and you're like, well, this is attached to the rest of himself. So, where do we...
Okay, now I think that's everything. I think that's all we need. So down,
Okay.
down, down, down.
I need to extend once again an apology to the chat. I see Jarrail is also very upset about this. Again, we were going to explore through the entire labyrinth, but in the interest of time, we're just going to look up where the items are because we already had the map, and rather than just rather than go through it really slowly, we're just blasting through it quickly. So we can get back to being stuck, largely.
Also, it's worth noting that we're not as smart as Jarrail when
Oh,
he was
shit.
11 or 12.
That's true.
That is true. I mean, in fact, that was my high point in life as well.
Oh shit!
Well,
do you say,
because it's because of water fluoridation. We're all slowly losing IQ.
I don't know if you can go right. Actually, you can try it, but
I don't know where I am.
is this the tile puzzle? And I don't know. Oh yeah, you can totally do this.
And then... Easy.
Sweet.
Then we're just gonna go down until we exit, right? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Alexander.
Good.
Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Come on. It's...
Come on.
I'd like to
Come
emphasize
on.
that this is exactly why we did this, because that just was... that's exactly why, that moment right there. Where we're like, go down, and he's like... jerking himself around.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right.
So, how about that thing?
Alright, so we're gonna save it. And when we come back, we're going to figure out how to give a random collection of items that not even a pawn shop would accept to one of the most significant demons in the lore of the game. And that's gonna get us laid. Stay tuned, because the next episode is coming up in like 5 minutes.